All right, I should be live. Hopefully everyone can hear me. Okay, hopefully I am live and everyone can hear me, and I got a reflection off the board. Let me try to work with that a little bit. Okay. All right, I am Japan, and this is No Limits House Rule Game number 10. Whoops. And I am not used to playing Japan, but we're going to give it a try. I'm an allies kind of guy. Self. All right, Japan's got 26 bucks, even in No Limits House Rule Game. We are going to buy a half-priced industrial complex for Shanghai. We're going to buy a destroyer, which can carry an infantry on it, and a bomber, which can be used as in paratrooping or air transport. Okay, so let's see. We have now China went first in this, so he actually captured Guangxi. It's got 4 infantry down there, and I've got to take that out. And I've got, because he goes first, 8 artillery in unit. Okay, and then because the destroyer can pick up a man, he'll take the guy off of Okinawa and drop them off. I'll put them all in French Indochina. Pull this down a little bit. The plane in Okinawa can't do it. 1, 2, 3. Nope. So there is an extra tank. No Limit gave basically every power extra unit, and the extra unit is a tank in Korea. Excuse me. There's already a tank in Japan. I'll take that with an infantry and on a transport down to C-Zone 36 to go in there as well. I believe No Limit said there was 15 units could get there. I've got 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 grounders so far. 2 destroyers can take 2 infantry. So I had 6 to begin with. Let's take the 4. There's 4 on a bomber. Those are paratroopers, and those are elevated to a 2, by the way. So I'm going to just put this dice on top of them because they come elevated at a 2. That's the bombers. The bombers obviously can't actually attack. Okay. So I think we've only got 1 guy left in Japan. So I'm going to have to pull him. And then I got to pull a guy from this. I think these are troops that actually are too many troops. I'm going to pull a guy from Korea. So we got 1 on the transport, 4 more. That's 5, and then 1 more. Yep. So destroyer picks up 1 guy off of Japan, and the other destroyer picks up another guy off of Korea. The fighter and the diver from King Su can make it into the battle for Guangxi. Okay, I believe that is it. That's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and 4 more, 16 units. So I'm seeing 16 units. 4 from its neighbor, King C. 4 from the bombers, that's 8. The transports brought... why is there 3 transports? Yes. The transport's about 4 more, so it'd be 4. That's easily 12. And then this destroyer's about 2 more. That would account for 14. So we got 4, 8, and then 4 more. That's 12, and then 2 more in destroyers. That should be 14. So what do I have more than 14? So 4. And those 2 right there. And those are on the bombers. This guy goes on this transport. This guy goes on this transport. Seems like I got an extra man. All right, I'm going to pull him off. Not sure where he came from. Okay, so there should be one guy pulled off by the transport, one guy by the destroyer. So there's no infantry left in Japan. I pulled off a guy from Korea. One, two, three. Guy from Korea, and then for a destroyer, and then there was a guy and a artillery from Manchuria. So that should be it. So 4, 8, 12, 14. Is there a third destroyer? Ah, that's it. There's the third destroyer. Third destroyer. Yep. The destroyer from season 19. So there's 15 guys. Okay, good. 15 guys. We figured it out. What other combat is there? There's 3 guys are going to go from combat. We're going to take Anwei with an artillery, and from Kiangsu. And that would be Japanese now. And then from Shahar, we'll move one infantry here, and we'll take him over. Shahar. And I believe that is it for combat. Oh, and of course the battleships come down to bombard. The cruiser comes down to bombard. The cruiser from 20 comes down to bombard, and the battleship from 19 comes down to bombard. Okay, and he's got 4 guys that are okay, I believe that's it for combat. So let's see. All right, so let's roll some dice. I am going to use the battle board right here. Okay, let's see if I can turn that just a little bit. Okay, so I have some bombardments to do. So this is 2 cruisers, and say that the 2 battleships and 2 cruisers. Okay, this is bombardment, and that's 2 hits. Okay, and I'll go with the big stuff first. What is it? The 2 planes can reach, and 1 diver. 2 planes and 1 diver. So 2 hits so far, and 2 more hits. Oh, you can't quite see that, can you? All right, there we go. Now he gets to fire back with 4. So, and he gets 3 hits. All right, 3 hits. All right, so the Chinese guys are dead, and 3 of my guys are dead. So I will take you guys from that came from King Sue. All right. So we move back. Let's clean up this mess. So the remaining was 15 originally, and I move in. 15 originally, now it is 12. Okay, what do we got here? Nope. 12. So in case go size, I'm gonna, factory King 2. Another round of, in case I want another round of, so I'm going to leave one here. I will switch this chip here over with this chip, so there'll be 4 guys there. Dang, dude. What have you guys got to talk about, really? And we'll go to Onway with those guys. Yep, we'll go to Onway with those guys. And then I guess this guy will go down to Onway as well from J-Hole. Then this guy will go down to Onway as well. The mech up here will go to Chahar. And then the tank in Korea will go to J-Hole. The infantry is just going to go up, I think. And that'll be 3 infantry. And then these infantry will move down to J-Hole. Yeah, I'll bring these down from Japan. I'll bring them down 1, 2, 3, 4 to land in the one with the bombers. And the one up from Mosul will land there as well. And the units in Manchuria will go down there as well. One. Yep. Okay. Oh. This is 3 guys, not 4. Okay, let me just turn this off because this is kind of driving me nuts. Okay, so 3 guys up there. Okay, so well, that seems to be light, huh? I hope you guys could hear me the whole time. Okay. All right, so that looks about right. Oh, there's a plane in Korea. He goes down here too. So this doesn't look too pretty. But I think it's what I want to do. So that'll work. That'll work. Okay, I'm going to replace this with the Japanese guy. Right here, 5 chip. Okay. All right. So, wow, that did not work. All right, let's see if that worked. Okay, so I will place, and I'll place this in Shanghai, and I'll place a destroyer in Season 6 and a bomber on Japan. Okay, so then I would do a recap, and I would say that there's a sub up here in 15. There's a sub and a destroyer in 6. There's 2 artillery. Oh yeah, there's our 2 artillery in Japan, as well as 3 anti-aircraft and 1 bomber. There's anti-aircraft in Manchuria and 3 infantry. In Johor, there's 5 infantry and 1 tank. In Chahar, there's 1 infantry, 1 mech. In Anhui, there's 3 infantry and 3 artillery. In Kiangsu, there's 1 infantry. In Siam, down here, there's 2 infantry. In 37 down here, there's 1 transport. And over here in Carolines, let's see if I can get this. There's 1 anti-aircraft and 2 infantry. And then in 20, there's 2 aircraft, 1 aircraft carrier, 2 fighters on the aircraft carrier, and there's also a destroyer in that C zone. In C zone 36, there's 2 transports, 3 destroyers, 2 battleships, 2 cruisers, 2 aircraft carriers, 2 fighters, 2 divers, and 2 fighters. In this one that I just took over, there is 1, and that's 4, that's 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, I believe. Infantry, 2 artillery, that would make 11, and 1 tank, that would make 12. And this one up here, Kiangsi, there's 4 infantry. There is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 fighters. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 divers. So I'm counting those are all on the land, and then 2 bombers. So I'm going to do that again in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and I believe this is 7, 8 for the fighters. And then for the divers, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's get, I'm going to get that really close. I think we start out with 26 aircraft. We've lost nothing. And those are all in here. 2 bombers. Okay. And that's not counting the fighters that are on the aircraft carrier that came from Caroline Islands. And this is all on the ground. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I think that's an aircraft. A fighter. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 fighters. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 divers. And then, yeah, and 2 bombers. Okay, I think that's it. And probably, yep. So Japan, turn 1. This is game 10. This is a great set of house rules that has technology, but I did not choose to roll a technology dice. I'll get to that. But I felt like I needed to get a bomber out there to use as an air transport or a paratrooper. which is kind of cool. So yeah, the rest of this is Fog of War. So all right, guys, I will go over it again just to make sure we all are agreements. I lost 3 guys in this. I brought 15 in. There's 12 left. So I won the battle with bombardments and of course aircraft. I also took over Shahar and Anway, and then positioned everything down here. I will try to get this a little neater, but I think these are all on the land. 5 divers, 2 bombers, this needs a rally card, which I do have. So I'll take care of that. It'll look prettier. I'll send pictures. All right, that's a little prettier than earlier. Larry's a mad chipper. Someone I know who's involved with the game is a mad chipper. So these are all those planes are here. All right, so that's Crockett 36. As far as money goes, I had start out with obviously 26, but then I lost one. So I got it back, so 26, then 27 to 28, and then I believe a $10 bonus from not being at war. So I think my IPCs are $38. All right, that's Crockett 36. I'm going to end the live stream now.